man, it's been a long time, guys. All right. Welcome to Scandal Cards and Comics. Let me get my setup set up. It's been a long time. I'm rusty. I haven't had much to post about, so I didn't figure you'd want to watch a bunch of nothing. Let's see here. All right, we got Swami in the house. We got True Blue Collectibles. Melfi, welcome. Phil Richard, how you doing? Bob, what is up? Let's see, am I getting updates? Let's see if this thing's working. Somebody post something. Let's see here. Today we're going to be opening yet another box of Marvel Beginnings Series 2, which is one of the better products. I like Series 3 and Series 2 the best, mostly because of the holograms. I do like the villains holograms, but I'm not that big into the villains ones are okay. There's not that many villains that I care to collect like that, if that makes sense. What's up, Newt? Thanks, Melfi. Good luck with the break. Yeah, this should be fun. I haven't seen a good box break in a while. I haven't been consuming. Let me get my cherry Coke here. I haven't been consuming much content lately either, though, on YouTube. Yeah, Swami says the Series 2 holograms really pop. Hey, what happened to that Venom hologram? It was on eBay, then it just disappeared. Was it a backdoor deal? Sale never ended. Dan R, good luck, Scandal. Thank you. We got a modest audience today, and that's what I expected. I'm low key, guys. Low key. So, man, what can we hit in here? We can hit holograms. We can hit signed, autographed comic covers, which are quite choice. And in fact, let's bring open the old. Let's bring open the checklist really quick before we get going. And my mouse, man, everything's dusty. I haven't been in this office in a long time. Okay, let's see. Present. Share screen. It's been a while. Here we go. Let me make that bigger for you guys so you can read it. Yeah, so the breakthrough issue autographs are really awesome. And you can see here, there's so many of them that are signed by Stan Lee. Amazing Spider-Man number 33. I would love to hit that. That's my favorite Amazing Spider-Man comic. Captain America 109. Avengers number 1. Fantastic 448. All of these autographed by Stan Lee in this series. Amazing Spider-Man 14. X-Men number 4. X-Men 58. Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Spider-Man No More. That's the one with Kingpin. Yeah, man. Chris Claremont, Len Wein, autographs of X-Men 94. That would be fantastic. Holy cow, can you imagine? Chris Claremont, lots of Roy Thomas. Yeah, there's just so many good autographs in this set. So you never know. I think every box has an autograph. I might be wrong. There. Let's see. I'm just gonna diminish the screen share. There we go. If anybody wants to hop on with me, let me know. Reach out. You can hop in. We can talk while we're doing this. I'm just gonna, take it one step at a time. Man, I've had some awesome pickups lately, but man, I don't want to share them today. I just kind of want to do this. It's 95 degrees outside. It's hot. I didn't really want to, do anything out in the yard. So I figured let's go to the basement and have some fun. Now, this box I picked up this 2 weeks ago. I think it was $600. It's difficult to recoup your costs in a $600 box of Marvel Beginnings, honestly, unless you hit a hologram. But I have had good luck getting a lot of these cards graded in the past. And you can see here, this is perforated. I was a little concerned about the fact that it was pre-popped out, but a lot of buddies told me that that's to be expected. It can happen. And yeah, so there we go. Swish Rips, hey, welcome, man. We got the regular crew here, guys. I'm glad you guys noticed the. I bet the alert didn't really go off on your YouTube. I'm sure it was. I sent out the beacon. Hey, box break. Beautiful pack art. We've talked about this before. Great display. I wish I could rewind the clock and it would be 2012 again, so I can cram my pockets with Marvel Retro and Marvel Beginnings, but it's not. Okay. Oh, on the Venom, looks like it, not me, but a deal was done. Yeah, a deal was done. Backdoor deal. Big hit incoming. I feel like that's going to be the case as well, but you never know. But anyway, I was saying it's difficult to recoup your costs, but a lot of the breakthrough card covers do really well on resale, so especially if you get them graded, and they usually come back a 9 or a 10. So after getting graded on a lot of the cards, I think I can break even if I don't hit a big card, almost. And if I get the right autograph card, man, we'd be set. I do have a submission of to CGC to get blue labeled cards. I think a lot of you guys also jumped on that to send away some strategic blue label card submissions before CGC goes back to the ugly old black label, which I think is a huge mistake, and I think they're idiots. I don't know why they're just not keeping a blue label as an option for the myriad of Pokemon collectors that do blue labels and love them, as well as the Marvel card collectors all want blue labels. It makes no sense. They're just chasing that sport card market that they'll most likely never really succeed in. But you know, Off-White Tim, what's up, man? Still Off-White? Yep, looking good. Let's do this. I'm just gonna dive right in. We also got the comment. We have the die cuts in this series, and I think, is it Villains in series 2 or is it Avengers? I can't remember, but we'll find out here in a second. Tell me if my audio is okay. Again, the setup's a little rusty, and I'm going to try to move everything around. We got Sienna Blaze, Full Killer. Awesome. First appearance of Ghost Rider. This is one of those breakthrough issues. We got a sketch card first pack, guys. We got a sketch card on the first pack. That's fun. Dang. Man. Take the back card off. Sketch card on the first pack. That's Scandal Magic, right? Let's do this. I'm going to set this pack aside. Green Goblin. I'm going to be honest. It looked like it might be Venom because it was kind of a dark black suit. I'm going to set that right there. I'm not peeking, but we'll get back to that. Let's do this. I think my camera's a little too close. You guys got to see more than that. There we go. Yeah, Phil Richard. Hope it's a good one. Now, I don't think I have good luck with sketches, but I think I have pretty much normal luck with sketches. Oh yeah, this series 2 has a bunch of who cards, meaning like who is this? And this is one of them. Whirlwind. Who? Reminds me of the one guy in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Star-Lord. Who? Wasp. I know her. Beast. Excellent. Hey, Amazing Spider-Man 300. This card does really well on resale. A lot of people like to set this up next to their 300 comic, and it just looks fantastic. Unfortunately, that will never happen on this card because CGC is not doing the blue labels. Here we go. We got a micro motion here of Moon Knight. Moon Knight. I love that. I don't think I have that one. Look at that. The micro motions are fantastic cards as well. I didn't mention those. There's some great inserts in this series. I think a lot of us were pretty disappointed that the new Marvel Beginnings will not have holograms. Will they have micro motions? I don't even know. Should they call it Marvel Beginnings? Should they call it Marvel Continuings? Food for thought. Yeah, we got Moon Knight. Look at that. It's fantastic. Man. Here we go. Back to the Spidey 300. I'm going to pack that out. I usually slip these into sleeves as well. And these have a really high chance of coming back as 10s. They just do really well. Marvel Beginnings just has really great quality control. The only big issue is on the microfoils or the micro motions. Sometimes there's chipping from the foiling. Yeah, man, that was a good pack. Swami says Swami is an expert on this series as well. Although I think he, like me, are kind of a late comer to it. Great Moon Knight. Yeah, the Spidey 300 sells really well graded. I've seen. Yes, exactly. Get that thing graded and we're good to go. Like really well. Like people want that card. Sketch card by Grand Gully or something like that. Yeah, possibly. There's a lot of artists that are on the sketch card list for this. More than I could even mention. There's almost 100. Here we go. Hobgoblin. Dr. Faustus. Who? Juggernaut. Great card. For Juggernaut fans, this is a good one to get. The New Mutants. Another good comic cover. Fantastic. Hulk micromotion. Man, that looks sick. I swear I haven't seen that one before. Man, I love that card. Look at all the embers. What? Hulk is a really fun character to card collect. He has really good card art across the board. But this one in particular, look at that, guys. It has a little bit of foiling on the edging. You see that? And some cool kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, like that etching, fingerprinting. Feel, kind of like those little micro lines. Ryder95 wants to know, are you going to open any of the new Marvel Beginnings? It's hard to say. The price point is about right. I can say that. Just kind of depends. I don't know yet. I'm not sure what my next move is in Marvel cards. But yeah, these, I'm kind of excited. I got a sketch. That's fun. I did not pay $5K for the Wolvie, for the Avengers Series 3 Wolvie. No. I love that card. In fact, it sold twice. If you guys look at the eBay listings, there was 2 of them. There's been a bit of a 1-2 punch going on with Marvel Beginnings holograms for the past 2 or 3 months, where one card sells, and then it sells at auction, setting a price, and then someone else does a buy it now within an hour after the first one sells, and usually gets around the same price as the auction price. So whoever came in number 2 goes off to buy the second one. Seems coordinated. New Beginnings is around 250 bucks currently. It's a very large set. Nice. Okay, we got Joe Casta. Say it with me now. Who? Ultron. Great looking card. Captain America 21st Century Blitz Part 1. Nice. And Norman Osborn. which is really funny to put that on a. Oh, look, there's Howard the Duck as well. Craven and Sage. It's funny to have Norman Osborn. There's not very many Peter Parker cards either, are there? Just Peter Parker, where it says Peter Parker. Nice. I should have sleeved this New Mutants as well. First appearance of Deadpool. A lot of hype on this new Deadpool movie. It looks like, I think it could be a really great movie. It looks like they're doing it right, and they're giving him a good movie. Yeah, the last one. No, but I have been buying a lot of holograms. I just didn't happen to buy that Wolverine one. I really wanted to get the ones I wanted, and I did. So I'm almost done with my hologram collecting. There's a few others I still need. I still need a Cyclops, and I'd love to get him, or a Jean Grey as well. I need, and a Beast. I don't have a Beast. Ultimate Captain America. Nice. Sunfire. Shadowland comic cover. Got our first die cut here. Well, actually our second, but the second one has a sketch in it. Captain America. It's Bucky as Captain America. The die cut cards don't typically do that great, to be honest. They're fine. Initial pre-orders were around $100 18 months ago. Is that right? Man. Arana? Who? And we all know Boomerang, but we all wish we didn't. $100 a box would be fantastic. Holy cow, guys. Can you imagine? Next pack. Okay, we got another big Who. Byra. Patriot. There's a great one. So I actually sent in to CGC the Stan Lee autograph version of this, which I picked up on eBay earlier this year, which I think quickly launched itself into being one of the best cards I have in my collection, to be honest. I think a Stan Lee signed comic cover of X-Men 1 is about as good as you can get in this hobby. Oh yeah, there's buybacks in the new one. Thanks for the reminder, Ryder. That's a great one, though. We have Captain Marvel, die cut, and Moonstone, Who, M, and Falcon. But let's definitely sleeve these. Yeah, man, those blue labels. Like, why didn't they? Those look so sick. Like, that was like a huge. I was so excited by CGC doing blue labels. They just look so good. They look kind of bright and energetic, and they went with like a kind of a gloomy black label now, just like a few of the other groups do. It's just doesn't stand out much at all. Let's see here. Ultimate Hulk, Taskmaster, the Invincible Iron Man. Man, I'm getting some sick micromotions. Deadpool micromotion. I don't have that one either. I'm stoked on that. Great. That's fantastic. Look at that. Man. Yeah, the yellow label, Off-White Tim's right. The yellow labels also looked so awesome on the CGC Todd McFarlane autographs. Yeah, they had it right. I don't know who's running that place, but they don't understand They could have, and again, they could have easily had 2 label options. Boring old sport collector label and fun energetic comic collector label. Nobody would have minded. Nobody. And you could choose. And in fact, CGC already supports choosing of labels on their comics anyway. Jeez. We got Gladiator. Maria Hill. Rest in peace. If you haven't seen the new show. Sorry, spoiler. Demogoblin. If it happens in the first episode, it's not a spoiler. A full set of these must be a cool hunt. Yes. The micro motions. Yes. Yes. It is. Ultimate Spider-Man. Not my favorite comic cover. Falcon. Die cut. Pretty cool. Carry On. Who? Miss America. Who? There's so many who's in this second set. Miss America. Her superpower is answering questions about climate change. A little bit of bricking there. Here we go. General John Riker. Nice card. Vengeance. Ooh, nice. This is first crossover of Hulk and Fantastic Four. Great cover, classic key cover. We got a micro motion back here. Here we go. We got Beta Ray Bill, which is awesome. I've opened a few boxes of this stuff, and I don't have any of these micro motions. And we got Blade, nice for you Blade fans. Bastion, Atlas. Ooh. Okay. Look at that. We do not spell color with a U, Swish Rips. No, we do not. The Rider 95 says, hey, man, it would be cool if CGC did a deal where if you set a comic book, you can send a card and they slap both of the blue label. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, but why not just support the blue label? Like, why not just have, hey, here's another out label? Like, they're basically starting over and they just opened this up like last year. I don't quite understand the pivot. So stupid. And I guarantee there was 0 complaints about their label. Like, everybody loved the label. The way that they present the grades better than PSA. We got Wolverine. Nice. I like that little picture of him there. We got Dracula. We got Ahab. Secret Invasion, Dark Reign. Nice comic. A micro motion of Hawkeye. Love Hawkeye. I really do like Hawkeye. We watched, my boys and I, we watched Endgame again. We watched, we've been kind of jumping around with our MCU watching. We watched a lot of Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. And then we did Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And then we started doing Tom Holland. We watched Homecoming. And then we went right into Infinity War. And then Endgame. In Canada, it's color. I always change it. When I spell it like color, I get spell checked on the iPhone. You got to change your regional settings, man. You got to change your regional settings to Canada English. Drives me nuts. Canada sucks. Hey, I didn't say Canada sucks, but yeah, I love Canada. Nicest guy I've ever met is Canadian. That's true. His name's Jeff. I met him just a few months ago. I sold him a pinball machine. He's the nicest guy I've ever met. Ever. What do we got in here? We got Jackal. If you don't know where that image is from, what other card sets, then that's on you, because this is the only drawing of Jackal ever to exist, and that's why every card company throws it on everything. Ghost Rider. That's a sick card. Look at that, guys. Man, why wouldn't they throw that on a PMG? Look at that. That's beautiful. Hey, Amazing Spider-Man 194. First appearance of Black Cat. That goes into the pile. And we have Captain Britain, Die Cut, Snowbird, who? And Spy Master, who? We're chilling. We're opening up a box, nice and casual. Not much going on. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's very hot. Oh, my AirPod just popped out. 1 second. We did pull a sketch card, but I haven't revealed it yet. Sorry. AirPods do not fit well in my ears. Do I plan on opening any masterpieces? I think I do. I think the art is undeniably good this time around. The price point, though, is so very insane. I don't know what. It's so sad. I don't think anybody's going to be opening up as much of that product as they had hoped. Here we go. Man, Iron Man, looking good. Got a little bit of bricking here, sorry. Hey, Beta Ray Bill and Iron Man. Silver Samurai. Captain America. During his insurrection on the Capitol. I don't know what that is. Doctor Strange. That would have been a good costume for the January 6th rioters to wear. Would be a Captain America costume. That would have been funny. It was all funny anyway. Here we go. Fanatics went live today. Do you think they get Marvel license next? I hope not. Yeah, nobody would really wants that. Scandal cards and comments. Did you add to the Carnage Rainbow after you acquired the 1 of 1? No, in fact, I'd love to add a green to it, and I haven't been able to pick one up, man. I don't know. I haven't been able to find one. There's one on sale on eBay for like $35,000 or something stupid like that. That's a great cover, Spider-Man Noir. Micromotion of Daredevil. Man, fantastic. Fantastic. And we got Pixie. Who? Jester? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. What? What? Like, why? Why include him? Why is this a card? Why are we looking at this? First appearance. Talk about only appearance. Like a poor man's Joker. Who is this guy? I'm the Jester. The design is nice. The little pick in the corner of old school images on the base. Yeah, that's true. Yes. I do like that. But this Daredevil card is nice. Good job. Good job, me. Here we go. Not much to report yet besides the sketch card. Maybe we should interrupt the broadcast and check out the sketch card, or we should just keep up the anticipation. I don't know. Same reason we got Tinker in Unbound a few weeks. Oh, yeah. You know what was crazy? That Tinker, that was probably one of the best, most unique compositions that Freddie and duet has come up with. and they wasted it on a character like Tinker. Then you get back to other like mainstream A-list characters like Magneto, and they're standing there and they look so boring, and the composition's awful, and the pose is boring. I don't know what those guys are thinking. Tatiana, Uncanny X-Men, die cut of Firestar, Wendigo base, Psycho Man. Who? Lady Sif. Nice depiction. Looking cute. Here we go. Did you end up collecting anything from Flare Ultra Avengers? Yeah, I have a few strategic purchases on that set. I am going for the jambalayas, but they're way overpriced right now. I'm picking them up here and there for like $50 or $100 if I can find the right ones. But all these people that want like $1,000 for Thanos just don't understand how many of those jambalayas exist. There's so many, over 100, possibly 200 of each card. I don't think the demand is there to keep up prices that high at all. What is that? Is that a micro motion? I thought I saw something shimmering. No, did I not? I don't know what that was. Cypher. Toad. This is the card we want in a Stan Lee's autograph. That would be amazing. Oh, it's a micro motion. Union Jack. Union Jack. Yeah, this is a first appearance of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. I think first appearance of Toad as well. Yeah, very famous cover, X-Men #4. And Union Jack there. Captain Marvel. Trauma. Who? And Count Nefaria. Who? Man, still got a ways to go. Keeping up the pace. I'm with you there, and it's refreshing hearing it from someone else. Yeah. I don't think the Unbound boys are. Yeah. I'm just going to bite my tongue. Because if I talk about artists, people get all uptight. Hornet? Who? Flag Smasher? Okay, they're making guys up now at this point. Flag Smasher. Uncanny X-Men number 303. Deacon micro motion. Dark Beast. And Iron Fist. No, yeah, so back to this question. Yeah, jambalayas, a few of the medallions. I have a medallion strategy, a medallion collecting strategy that I'm not going to communicate yet until I'm a little farther along with it. But if I do it right, it should present really well. Again, this earbud just hops out. Okay. Space Ghost, Attorney at Law. Yeah, that card. Okay, here we go. We got a Baron Zemo. Mach 5. Who? Zombie. Just zombie. The boys are referring to Fanatics possibly getting the Marvel contract, but yeah, don't piss off the Freddy and people. Yeah. Is there an upcoming Marvel set that interests you, or are you waiting on another set with PMGs? No, that's a good question. The Comic-Con promo of the X-Men Jim Lee series is, I think that's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited about that. I don't want to have you say goodbye to the PNG or any other staple we've come to collect. It's not just about Marvel or the characters, the cards and their designs that keep us coming. Exactly. Yeah, it's the designs. Ooh, Amazing Spider-Man number 33. I wish that was autographed. That would be amazing. Man. Hellcat, die cut. Ant-Man, and Dr. McTaggart. McTaggart, isn't that the woman that was in like the X-Men First Class? Wasn't her name McTaggart? Am I wrong? I got tickets for Mission Impossible on Tuesday, discount Tuesday, which is $5 a ticket here in Utah. Taking the family to that. Okay, we got an autograph card in here, guys, I think. See the plastic? Plastic sleeve means autograph. And I really want to see what it is, but I'm going to set that aside because that's really fun. Set that aside. So Phil Richards, he says, I read that while singing and it's a hit, meaning on the Swish Rips little, he says this would make a good song. This little post here. I don't want to have to say goodbye to the PNG or any other staple we've come to collect. It's not just about Marvel or the characters, the cards. Jim Lee. I know the Jim Lees are sick. Warpath. Thing. Unicorn. You guys, I mean, come on. Captain America. We got a micro motion here of, oh man, thank you. Thank you, box gods. Because the box gods bring the box odds. Let's do this. Man, I love that card. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Man, I really hit some of these micro motions. Okay, we got about 5 packs left, guys. I'm still hoping for a hologram, but you just never know. And they come 1 in every 3 boxes, so it's very difficult to collect, which is why people don't recommend buying these boxes. Here we go. Karma. Karma is a cat. Zenmu. He looks like a old school Scooby-Doo villain. Like the 10,000 volt ghost, isn't that what that guy was called? Remember him? Wild Child. Wolverine Noir. Nice. We got Giant Man. Die cut. Giant Man. Just a giant man. Whiplash and Apocalypse. Looking forward to the new Mission Impossible. My favorite is part 3. I love part 3, man. Philip Seymour Hoffman, directed by J.J. Abrams. That movie it's fire. I love that movie. A lot of people don't like that one. There's a lot of hate on that movie. I think it's one of the best ones where he gets the explosive ejected up his nose, and he has there's a lot of stress because his head's gonna explode. Moon Knight. Phantom Rider. Secret Wars comic cover. Iron Man. Man, I'm hitting him. I love that Iron Man. That's like that's the Mach 1 or whatever you want to call it. This first suit. That's fantastic. That's really cool. Man, not bad. What's up? What's up, Josh? How you doing? Yeah, no, yeah. That guy would have been great to come back. Too bad he got axed at the end of that movie. Lost his head, if I recall. Hologram's not looking good. We only got a few packs left here, but I don't mind. It's an uphill battle on that. Blizzard. Ultimate Hawkeye. Black Panther, great looking card. X-Men number 58. I don't know if that's a first appearance of Havoc or what. Misty Knight. Micromotion. And Mole Man and the Destroyer. So we have a sketch card over here I'll set aside and also an autograph. Here we go. Mandarin. I think the autographs are one per box, but I'm not sure. Here we go. Rick Jones. Black Tom. X Factor number 1. Captain America die cut. Vindicator and Stranger. Last pack. Last pack magic. Let's do it. Last pack magic. I'll show you guys my holograms after this, just so you can enjoy them. Here we go. Morrow. Who? Zazar. Who? Ultimate X-Men. Wolverine. Hawkeye die cut. Thunderstrike. Man, it struck out. Thunderstrike struck me out on the holograms. But let's get to these 2 chase cards that we got over here set aside. All right, what should we do first? Should we do the sketch first or the autograph? I think we should do the sketch first because I'm not that into sketches and chances are it's going to suck. Here we go. Okay. Let's get rid of that card back there. Had a die cut in there with it. Here we go. What character do you guys think that is? Is that a tank top? If that's a tank top, that's not a good sign. I think it's a tank top. Nobody cool's ever come wearing a tank top. But then look at that side. Okay, wait. Tank top. We know one guy that wears a tank top. I know a guy that wears a tank top. Who wears a tank top, guys? Nope. Black Cat. I wish wore a tank top. Nope. There's one X-Men villain that wears a tank top. The Blob. Rider 95 got it. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a Blob. Because A, it's a wide-looking character. You can see here there's a sleeve with a tank top. And then on this side, there's like a man breast there, a man boob. Here we go. It's actually really good. That's actually really. Oh my gosh, that is not what I was expecting. That actually is a great little caricature. Oh my gosh. Man, I cannot get this sleeve for the life of me. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's really good line work. This guy actually, who is it? Is this a guy? No, Danielle. It's Danielle. Let's look up her name here. Danielle Grensall is her name. This is sketched in 2012, 11 years ago. I think this is a great little caricature. Really great line work. It's fantastic. This is, as far as sketches go of the Blob, this is about as good as you can hit. Um, that's great. Ooh. All right. I like that. That's not so bad. All right, we got one last card here. We got an autograph of the breakthrough, and you just never know with these, but we want to hit a Chris Claremont. We want to hit Stan Lee. We want to hit Len Wein. Looking at some of the options here. Who else? Those are the big ones. Truly. There's a few others that are cool. David Michelini's great. Let's you know, let's do this. You just never know. Okay. It's a classic label. It's not a new age modern comic, so I can tell you that. I think, if I saw that right. I might be wrong. It looks like mid-century X-Men, possibly. I might be totally wrong. Man, it's hard to say. No, look at that. That's definitely vintage. Man, I wonder what it is. Okay, it's Punisher. It's a Punisher comic. Oh, that's not it. It's the card underneath this one. They were stuck together. I'm so sorry. They were stuck together. Sorry, it's underneath this stuff. Let me get rid of this stuff. We got a die cut under there. Black Widow. Back when she was a femme fatale. Okay. Okay. It's probably going to be a modern, but you never know. Okay, we got another vintage comic, guys. We got another vintage comic. Yes. And what, like vintage, I mean pre-1991. Okay, white and yellow. White and yellow. White and yellow. Wait a second. I don't know. Okay, it's X-Men. It's X-Men. It could be X-Factor, but I think it's X-Men. It could be a Claremont. Could be X-Men. I don't know the covers that well. I don't mean to draw this out. Sorry. Well, I kind of mean to draw it out. It could be X-Factor 1. It could be Uncanny X-Men 2010, 210 or 212 or 303. I wish it was X-Men 94, but that would be too much. Show the title only. Okay. The Uncanny. It's the Uncanny. The Uncanny. I know this cover. It's white. I think it has Storm on it. Wait, is it that? Is it? It's not that one that I pulled earlier, is it? With Jubilee and Jean Grey on the ground. It could be. Yes, it is. This is. I'm glad it's X-Men because that's my. It's X-Men 303. We're gonna look at it here in a second. And boom, Tom DeFalco. These come in a plastic bag with a certificate of authenticity card. behind it. Yeah, not bad. What year did 303 come out? X-Men 303. Let's do a little research here. Mm-hmm. 1993. Yeah, so it's a modern comic. I thought it was just because the storyline with Jubilee it has to be past 1991. Jubilee is a poor man's Kitty Pryde. Nice. So we got. Let's cover the box. It wasn't a bad box. It was moderate. I like that I got an X-Men autograph though. That's better than something else that I don't collect. So let's see here. Let's check out the micro motions. We have Iron Man, Magneto. Some of these I haven't sleeved yet. Iron Man, Magneto, Dakin, Union Jack, Daredevil, Hawkeye, Beta Ray Bill, Deadpool, and Wolverine, a little bonus. Norman Osborn, Hulk, and Moon Knight. Not bad. We got a pretty amazing blob sketch that looks like it was right out of Calvin and Hobbes. I love it, actually. It's very funny. Really good line work, though. I mean, this is actually really decent. Minimalistic. Nice, I like that. And then a autograph card from Tom DeFalco. Now, I'll whip out some of my holograms here that I've been snagging like a madman, snagging. And honest, so, you guys are going to, this probably isn't true, but let me just tell you, the plan is to kind of slow down on the Marvel card collecting. And it's not just because of, the box prices and stuff. It's mostly just because I've collected all that I want. 1 second here. Let's get those out. Collected all of them. I'm gonna go let me get some others over here. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's a few more insert sets I'm trying to complete before I consider my collection quote unquote complete. But I'm not going to really get into that yet. Because I'm trying to collect them. And you missed it. I don't care what a hologram is. I'm hungry and don't make me angrier. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll show you guys some of the ones I've been snagging up. Let's do Avengers first. We got War Machine PSA 9. What's really great about these is the artwork they picked on most all of them is moderate to fantastic. There's no real weak links. Scarlet Witch, which, I mean, this is, I think, one of the greatest Scarlet Witch card compositions and art ever made. I think it's just fantastic. She looks so good. Doctor Strange, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Mockingbird, Wasp, Beginnings, Hulk, Moon Knight, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Falcon, Red Hulk, great art, Captain Britain, Thor, PSA 9, Captain America, again, you guys are seeing what I'm saying with the art. It's just fantastic. Hawkeye. One second, let me move those aside and get organized here. So many cards. Oh. All right, X-Men. This is the series 2, so this is what we were hoping to hit tonight. I think a lot of these, some of you guys that are new as well, maybe you haven't seen these. They're pretty rare, and they're not well documented or well photographed. There's a Rogue, which, as far as rogues go, it's not my favorite, but I do like it. I think it's a fun pose. I like her legs up behind her. It's really fun. She looks really playful. She looks youthful. It's good. This one's a little bit weaker on the art side, I think. X23, I think it could have been better, but it's still a fun composition. Nice dynamic pose. Goes along well with this Jubilee. Fantastic. We have Bishop. Looking good. We have Storm. It's one of the better Storms, for sure. No, Jerpa, we missed out on a hologram tonight. We didn't get one. So I think for those of you keeping track, I've opened up 5 boxes of beginnings and have only hit 1 hologram. Nightcrawler, PSA 7. I don't know what this card has going on with it, but the edging looks great and the back looks really good too. I'm surprised it's a 7, but you just never know. Emma Frost. This one is universally a miscut. I think Swami and I deduced that all of them, the 3 or 4 that we've seen photographed, including the 2 that we own, are miscut on the top. The top edge is a little bit shallower on this side than it is on that. We think it's just a production error. Hope. It's a great Hope. Colossus, a little boring, but not bad. Well, this is one of the villains ones, but it's an X-Men villain, so it can stay. Strife, that's a sick looking card. Love that one. We have a Loki here. I actually have an extra Loki I need to sell. I think I saw one that sold today for $500, $550. Pretty good. Magic, CGC label. I wish I could get all of these reseated in a CGC blue label, but I think that'll be impossible now. We have Banshee. Good. We have Thunderbird. Great. This was the first one that I picked up. Psylocke. One of the best Psylocke cards, I think, ever. You got the Jim Lee costume. And yeah, good art, good face, good hair, just good art. This one's fire. This is probably. I think Psylocke's one of those characters that just doesn't have a history of looking great on cards for some reason. Um, yeah. Gambit. This one's a fire. This one's the same art as on the 75th gold. Um, I gave or I sold my 75th gold Gambit to man, what's his name now in Louisiana? Man, name is eluding me, but it helped finish his set. Gambit. I'm horrible with names. I'm a visual guy. Phantom X. I love this card. This one's beautiful. Great card. Aurora. Cannonball. DNA in there, little hair. Hey, how about show him in Cannonball form? Professor Charles Xavier. Marvel Girl. There's a Jean Grey as well. Yeah, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I traded it to Daniel, or I sold it to Daniel to finish out his 75th set. Sorry, Daniel, I forgot your name. I'm just, it's a lazy Sunday. And Cable. Awesome. Yeah, so you can see how these ones are just really special. And an insert that you only get one out of every 3 boxes that's a tough one. That's a tough set to complete. I have high hopes I'll finish the X-Men set. But I don't know about the Avengers set. I think with that one having a Wolverine and I'm missing Wolverine, I'm missing Iron Man, I'm missing Spider-Man. Like it's probably too much that I want to follow. The Carnage is from the villain set. The Carnage is from Series 1, which is this series, which has the hologramming. It's kind of cheesier. It reminds me of like an old English. Like the font's really weird, where it says like villains, and it looks kind of like an old English pub kind of font. Like it's rather weird. I think the X's in the X-Men ones. Look at that one. These ones hit the light. Like it's amazing. Look at that. There's layers upon layers of X's that are in the background. Much nicer. The villains ones are cool though. In fact, I did buy the Sentinels villain. I'm not going to complete the villain set. I am trying to get most of the X-Men villains: Magneto, Strife, Sentinels. Who are some other ones? There's a bunch. Juggernaut, Sabretooth. I'd love to get those. Awesome jobs. Crushed it with these already. Thanks for the break. Headed out. Catch you later. Yeah, but that's what I have so far. Yes, that's what I have. I've missed out on a bunch. There's a lot of. I think a lot of people have been turned on to these holograms in the last few months. I've been ranting about them for almost 6 months, or about 6 months now. Maybe no, about 9 months since September. And I think that just put a lot of people into looking for them. So if they do pop up on eBay, they're tricky to land. That being said, I haven't seen Mr. Sinister. I like that one as well. I'd like to. I haven't seen many go by on eBay that I felt were. How do I say this? Steals, like they weren't a bargain. $400 for a Sentinels hologram is crazy, especially when it's ungraded. Yeah, I mean, I am planning to get all of these graded. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, before I sign out, I'm just trying to finish up some of these insert sets. Um, I'd like to finish out the Fleer Ultra Avengers Jambalaya set. I have a medallion, Fleer Ultras Avengers medallion set that I'm trying to finish up as well. Um, Not the base medallions, a certain type of medallion that I'm going for. And I'm also trying to finish up. I have about a third of the 75th gold cards. Trying to decide if I want to kind of keep continuing with that or if I want to um, pull the eject cord, the rip cord on that. I don't think and I have some of the bigger ones. I have Wolverine and Spider-Man. But those ones go for quite a bit more than I think they should. And I just haven't seen like I'd like to get the X-Men. I haven't seen Cyclops come up. I haven't seen Jubilee come up. Um, I saw Jubilee come up a few weeks ago, but somebody snagged it before I did, I guess. Anyway, so there's a few other sets I'm trying to collect from 2020 X-Men. A few insert sets I'm trying to wrap up on. But the plan is just to kind of wrap up these insert sets. I say just, but like besides my focus on those, I'm really trying to kind of minimize my collection. Um, and I found there's one more of these that didn't make the cut. Sorry, Dazzler. Sorry, Dagger, not Dazzler. She was sitting right over there. Again, another one that has just fantastic art. This one goes really well with that Rogue and the Psylocke and the Gambit. Yeah, but after that, I don't think my stance on Marvel cards beyond that is in question, I guess. I think I was asking this question 2 years ago during the COVID stuff when we started broadcasting. Like, what's the point in collecting these cards when they're just kind of being reprinted and the art isn't original and there's nothing really special about it? They're basically just slapping on a popular character image on a piece of cardboard and trying to demand collectability. And I don't think that works. Even if they are using artwork that hasn't been seen on a card before, I don't think that's sustainable in Marvel cards. Marvel cards used to be all original art. All of them did. Like almost everything before 1996 was all original for the cards. And now we're in kind of and again, these are even part of that problem, which is they're just reprinted character arts that was done for comics that was slabbed onto cards. And I guess my strategy with collecting these is I just love them. I think they present really well. They're those old 90s holograms. They feel like 90s holograms, which I love. But it's beyond like these and the retro cards, the retro sets, and a few of the Rittenhouse stuff. I don't think Upper Deck's going to have my business for much longer. I think I'm kind of bowing out of what Upper Deck's doing. Now, the Marvel Masterpieces, the next round, I'm going to collect a bit of, but my hopes of actually attaining any kind of cards that I would want are very low. And honestly, like those cards are just out of the pack. Each card's worth I think $18. Isn't that what I read? So just by the price of the packs alone and the number of cards within each pack, the price point per card is $18, which is insane. And I just don't see how that's fun. It's not fun. And if you guys get into that e-pack mentality with the Marvel Masterpieces, you could easily lose your shirt in a way that you'll never recover from. Like that's an insane amount, $18 per card. So yeah, I've been kind of going backwards, aiming at again like the 75th golds, the beginnings holograms, a few of the subsets from Retro and from um, Rittenhouse, and yeah, and besides that, I'm kind of just wrapping up. I do have a really extensive. I haven't really shown this on camera much, but I have like a solid Rogue 10, or sorry, a Rogue PSA 10, or just perfect 10 um, character collection. I've recently kind of picked up the remaining ones I needed, so I'm almost ready to show you guys that. Um, and it's just like my Rogue Perfect 10 set. I was thinking about making just a channel on Instagram just called Rogue Perfect 10 and just having all my Rogue 10 collection on there. Um, but yeah, besides that, I think I'm wrapping. Besides that, I mean, I have a great collection, but I just don't think I'm going to hit things as hard anymore. Especially Spider-Man Metal, I hit quite hard, and I did really well on it. Honestly, I picked up some really great cards, but for the most part, that set hasn't proven to be a very good. Hasn't maintained its value at all because the price point was too high, and I think Marvel Masterpiece will be the same way. I think a lot of people will. It'll be a stumbling block. Yeah, ComC is the way to go on that one. Let's see here. Swish Reps. As someone who didn't read or collect comics as much as most, I personally can appreciate paying homage to art I may have never seen and worth glorifying again on a card. Yeah, I think that's a solid take, Swish. I think that's a good point that kind of runs counter to the spirit of what I was saying. Um, but the thing is, Upper Deck has been really lousy has proven to be very lousy at curating the art collection of Marvel and funneling that onto their cards because they keep reusing images everywhere. And with if they're not going to be on their A game with that component of the card collecting or the card designs, then I don't think it merits a collectible. I don't think it's a collectible. I think it really feels just like a cereal box at that point where they're just throwing on something. Yeah, Off-White Tim, he's out on the boxes of masterpieces. I might get one or two boxes, but that's $1,000. And honestly, there's other things I'd rather have than what could exist in those boxes. Yeah, we'll go for singles. Yes. Did you ever reveal that big car you damaged when you tried to crack the slab? No, I did not, and I never will. Never. I'm never going to. That will die with me. Maybe Upper Deck can get the license for DC and give Marvel a little break to refresh the collectability. I think that would be nice. I don't think Upper Deck should keep putting out product. Like there's more product, there's more Marvel cards coming out than Marvel content. Like Marvel as a company is not keeping up with the amount of sets that Upper Deck is putting out coming out with. And again, it's all just rehashed storylines and rehashed stuff. And all the original artists, like Stan Lee and all these original writers, they're not signing cards anymore. And I don't think a lot of them aren't around anymore. So you probably should put your sights on older cards that actually have collectability and have a little bit more heritage with how they came about than the newer Upper Deck boxes. Now that being said, like I just we bought a box of Spider-Verse cards I bought it for my son and he loved it. And we had a lot of fun with these. Like this is a particularly awesome looking lenticular. And these will be, I think these will be rather collectible going forward because those movies are just, the fan base for these movies are huge. And yeah, and these cards they're special that way. Even though they came out a few years after the movie, they're still pretty cool. Got some patches here that I haven't sleeved yet because I'm not a big patch collector. I don't think this woman said 2 lines in the whole movie, the wife of Kingpin, but there's her autograph, Lake Bell. Thanks, Lake. Um, I opened up I pre-ordered like 3 boxes of Allure or 4 boxes of Allure when the price was really good when they first announced the product. We had some fun hits. Like I got the Spider-Man Ant-Man Black out of 59. I got a Kat Dennings autograph. I got a Don Cheadle autograph, and I got I don't know who this guy is. Tim Blake. Now, is Tim Blake? He looks like the guy what's that one called? With George Clooney, the old time movie from the with the sepia tones. Oh brother, where art thou? I don't think that's in the. It's from the Incredible Hulk. I think it's the guy that became. Is it the guy that became Abomination? Yeah, but these were fun, but I don't really love MCU cards, and these kind of reek of copy paste Photoshop. And I think the MCU set that's proven to be the one to go for, which was the what's it called? The diamonds? No, the what's it called? Jeez. I never collected it, so I don't know the product name. I can't remember. Marvel, help me out, guys. Tim Blake was in the Holes movie. Nice. Tim Blake. Nelson is the leader. Oh. Yeah, I pulled that Rips auto. Yeah, man, there's so many duplicates. Like the Rips and Spider-Verse has that same issue. Like I think those actors signed 12 pages of autograph labels because you get there's so many Haley Steinfeld autographs from the Spider-Verse set. Like there's so many of them. Black Diamond, thank you. Black Diamond product. Exquisite and Black Diamond. Yeah, those MCU products feel high end. Allure just feels like a Johnny come lately, and it's just not that great. If anybody has any interest, I did hit a hit. That's funny. Why is that guy in there? I did hit this White Diamond Allure, which is kind of fun. It's number 2 of 50 of Doctor Strange. If anybody has any interest in these, let me know. I'm not looking to do well on them, to be honest. I just got it because I liked the look of it. The poster ones are really cool, but the reason I actually went into Allure is I was hoping they would do the poster. I was hoping they would do the poster cards that Star Wars does with the Star Wars Galaxy poster cards, where they have like black, red. You have black of 10, red of 5, green, white. They're really beautiful, and the MCU posters are also cool. But all they really did was this black series, and it's fun. It just doesn't feel very high end. Anyway, what else do we got? I think that's all I got to show at the moment. Yeah, when I get my CGC submission back, there's 33 cards in there. I'll stream that, and that's all I really have planned. I've been really busy with coaching my son's baseball team and just work in general. My company's doing a lot of work here and there. We did if you guys have been at Chick-fil-A, if you guys have been doing the Code Moo Chick-fil-A cow animations, my company's been doing most of those. Yeah, so just been kind of slammed. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't even remember how do I end a stream? Maybe they should change it up. PMG should be colored acrylic and trimmed in metal. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think but the PMGs are PMGs, and it seems like again in sports it makes sense. We've talked about this before, but in sports it makes sense because you have a rotating roster of athletes that there's a natural turnover every 4 to 8 years, and the athletes that merit being on a PMG are the top athletes in the division for that year. And in Marvel cards, they could just make PMGs every year for the rest of our lives. And what that kind of alludes to, with that the result of that is just a bunch of junk. Um, I think the retro 2013 and 2015 PMGs, like the first appearance PMGs, I can rationalize as being collectible, meritably collectible, like deserving, like actually deserving to their collectability. But beyond the first appearance PMGs, I don't see why just another Spider-Man PMG coming out one per year for the next 20 years is a good thing. It ends up with you're just diluting your product, which is exactly what the MCU has done and Star Wars has done with their products, is they've diluted it to the point where it's not special. Mostly with the films, they're not special, and now it feels just like commercialism, and I don't think that's a healthy thing to do as a content creator. I think you're kind of stale. Anyway, with that, Paul says, nailed it. For what you have to pay for a Marvel Masterpieces box, so much predated stuff. That's a much better buy for the money. Yeah, that's really true. I didn't really. I kind of saw some of that. Um, what's the artist of the new Marvel Masterpieces? It's DeSantos. Is that who it is? I wanted to. I think it's DeSantos. Yeah, it's Dan Dos Santos. Dan Dos Santos. Um, his art's beautiful. Um, I don't I didn't like seeing him trample on the sharing of content from his personal channel and saying how that was classless and blah 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 blah. He seems to have a little bit of a. I just don't think that's how you kind of win over. I think he should just ignore stuff like that. I don't think he should get in the mud when it comes to people doing things that he doesn't like. There's no real win for an artist to really kind of step in and say that. And there's no real harm, no foul on that stuff either. And unfortunately, his name has to be associated with a product price point that is just ludicrously high, um, because it does just make it less attainable and less for the masses than if the price point was about half of where it is. Like you look at some of even like when Joe Jusko's 2016 Marvel Masterpieces came out, those boxes were really well priced. And yeah, the demand wasn't as high back then in 2016, but um, it still led to a really healthy exchange of collectability amongst collectors. And with the way that this new set's coming out, with so few cards per pack, and with the price point being so high, it's just not going to lead to the fun synergy that I think these card series need to succeed. Yeah, I think that's going to be the doom of the 2022 Marvel Masterpieces. Anyway, Brian says, less product, more innovation and quality per year. Instead of 50 product releases, 2 per quarter. Yeah, I think Marvel cards should probably have 1 per quarter, possibly. I think that seems about right. I don't think having now that you could say some of these, like the Spider-Verse stuff, um, some of the more contemporary strategic scheduling of like cards with events, releases, you know, put those aside. But for the most part, I agree. I think it should be a lot fewer releases per product per year. And yeah, if it's a quality new image, I can see it being collectible still. Still, it is to me. It's like the latest silver parallel LeBron. A new one every year that people chase and collect regardless. I get that. I do. And yeah, every time I see a card that has fantastic art, like the Spider-Man metal, Wolverine, the Venomized Wolverine card, that was awesome and special. The art was fresh. You had never seen a Wolverine card that looked like that before. Yeah, so that proves your point, right? Stuff like that. Um, it's just that those kind of cards are few and far between. And you look at the majority of that set, like what the hell are they doing? Like why? Again, we've seen first appearance artwork on cards already. We've already seen that image of Wolverine of card number 200, classic first appearance of Wolverine on a card. Why rehash that? Like there's no, it's been done, and they can't just keep doing first appearance imagery because it just looks cheap and kind of copy paste. Sports have downtowns and kabooms, but they also have too many inserts. Yeah. I wonder if the retail approach is working. The retail approach is not working. No, that's a fact. Yeah. There's nobody under the age of 30 that's buying the retail product. I see blasters sitting on site, so I don't think so. Yeah. Anyway, Off-White 10. I got to go, guys. It's been nice catching up. So sorry I've been a little neglectful on the channel. I hope to put out more content soon, but yeah, it'll happen when it happens. Just be grateful when it's here, right? Thanks for watching, as always. And yeah, have a marvelous afternoon and a scandalous evening. See ya.